welcome back to the Easy Project. We've got a good one today. We'll give a massive shout out to this one. Like met this dude through the Hybrid Lab. Let's go.
Not the shout out. Not the shout out. Hybrid Lab.
Not the shout out.
Best gym in Burleigh.
Yeah, best gym in Burleigh. Yeah, my good mate Scotty Vriens. Is that right? Vriens.
bro.
Vriens. Yeah, man. We decided to go in a different direction. You know, go in that.
Influencer.
Oh yeah.
Influencer.
Do we call you an influencer? What do you reckon?
I don't even know. I actually don't even know. Like at what
the
point
man.
you become
The man.
What is
just
it?
The man.
The man.
I'll take it.
Nah, it's just we usually get like the sports people on, and people are just talking about their transition. But like I reckon this one's a good one. You know, more so you moved over from New Zealand just recently, coming over and transitioning. So yeah, want to get the lowdown on what it's like being in that spotlight.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Nah, welcome, bro. We're grateful for your time, man. Like we always say, it's easy chats.
Yeah.
Just chilled, relax, and just let you take the steering wheel, bro. And
Oh, it's good to be here,
take us a
man.
ride.
Thanks for the opportunity, boys. Like I have seen, obviously, people in the hot seat here, and the caliber of guys that you get in, just incredible. You know, I saw like Izzy Flower and like netball girls and stuff like that, and I was like, damn, the imposter syndrome's hitting hard right now.
No, but it's good. Like I just feel like this is so important, especially like like with myself being in the fitness industry, and you're in the fitness industry as like through the online space, and like trying to push both. I'm trying to push like the mad facility, and you're trying to be the mad online dude. But like yeah. But before we start, like Eddie said, it's always like real easy chats here. Don't ever feel pressured to like, but be yourself. Be yourself here, man, and just
uptight, eh?
Yeah.
Just relax.
Just relax. If you have to take your shirt off, just take it off.
That's it.
But hey, we'll kick it off anyway. Just tell us about your journey, where you're from, where you're born, your family. Give us a rundown of that.
Yeah, sweet, man. Well, just from Auckland, New Zealand, small town over there, just north of Auckland, really. Yeah, been there my whole life, born and raised, come from a very, very supportive family.
Nice.
Mum and dad are just absolutely amazing. They've just backed me with every single thing that I do, no matter how stupid or... but yeah, man, so pretty much... From school, I did a Bachelor of Construction, majored in construction management, and I actually worked in site management for like 5 years before I realized that, hey man, this is just not the career for me.
Yeah.
Like I saw what it was doing to the boys in that industry, the big drinking, partying, sort of drug culture as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was just a sort of a vice for those guys as well, But it just wasn't what I wanted to be, wasn't what I wanted to do in my life. So I was like, damn, like, what do I enjoy doing, man? Like, you sort of reevaluate everything, even though you put like thousands of dollars and, time and years into getting this degree. And I was like, nah, I like going to the gym. I like lifting weights and, sort of progressing and all of that sort of stuff. So I was like, damn, I'm just going to get my PT cert. So I did that during night school when I was doing site management. And moved to Brizzy a few years ago to do in-person PT. And I was like, no, I love this. This is sick. This is absolutely awesome. It was cool to just see, like, just be able to help people, just help them with the knowledge, help them, get this goal physique that they've always been aiming to get. And just like the smile and the impact that you can have on people, it's just so nice. Like, it's very fulfilling kind of work.
Yeah.
And yeah, moved home after that because I just couldn't afford Brizzy. I mean, my expenses were like $1,000 a week north kind of thing. Because you're paying rent like in the apartment, but you're also paying gym rent as a PT. So it's like, oh God. But so I moved home and I was like, I'm going to give the social media thing a crack. I'm just going to give it a go. And I saw at the time a lot of people were doing like the 75 hard challenge. And I was like, hey man, like I need a bit of a kick up the bum, like need a bit of a challenge. So I thought I'd do that, but obviously I was video documenting every single day and just making like, little reels here and there. God, when you look back at my first 75 hard reels, bro, like my fitness reels, they were so bad.
Hey, we all start somewhere.
It's always bad, the first ones, eh?
Yeah, it's you definitely come a long way and you learn a lot along the way, and editing styles and just everything about filming and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, mum and dad were like, what's this dude doing? He's left like a good job in construction. He's walking around with a fucking tripod, like, filming himself shirtless on the deck. I was just like, oh God. But
Sweet Marty.
yeah.
Oh no, Marty in the gym. That's so funny.
Hey man, he'll get there. But yeah, I was super, super lucky. Like obviously posting every single day for 2.5 months. It's, social media, it's just all about the consistency kind of thing. And yeah, a couple just absolutely blew up. We went sort of mega viral, which is cool. And the following just sort of, started steadily increasing from there. Like I think the first viral one, like I woke up and I just had like over 15,000 followers from it.
Wow.
And that was coming from an account with like 1,200 followers at the start.
No way.
Yeah, but it took 50 days, like day 50 of just nothing, like no sort of response to the reels. And I was like, what am I doing? Like no one really cares about this. There's no engagement. And then boom, just, crazy overnight. And then it just,
mad.
it just sort of like escalated from there. And I guess just turned more from my own sort of fitness journey and started just sort of going like, I've got this sort of background in PT. I'd love to get in the online space, just help a bit more people because it's scalable. You can see a lot more people and help a lot more people as opposed to just in person.
Yeah.
And just been hustling.
Yeah, the
Just
hustler.
been going hard, man.
Love that, bro. I love that, man.
Yeah, so that's kind of my story.
Yeah.
Bro, that's cool as because obviously we had a few guys that come in and they're obviously online is one of their major factors of making income and stuff like that. But yeah, when you take us through that process of documenting that, were you scared to get behind that camera? Like even putting it online, you're like thinking, fuck, these guys got to think I'm weird.
Bro, every single time I got behind the camera, it was mortifying. I was setting it up. What a lot of people don't realize is that like what you see isn't exactly what goes on behind the scenes. And I'm such a perfectionist, man. Like I will do things 10 times over to make sure that I get the right shot. And I've always been that way since the start. And even though those first reels were just absolute trash, like that was so bad, man. I still like most of the work doing that 75 hard journey wasn't from the actual challenge itself. It was the videoing and editing and making the reels and stuff like that. But man, like actually posting and showing people that journey, especially when the followers started really growing, I was just like, oh my God. It was like, okay, 10,000 people are going to see this. Shit, 20,000 people are going to see this. 50,000 people. It just sort of like keeps escalating. But I'm still scared. Like even when I'm, making reels now, I'm still like, just like, hesitant about when I post. And I'm just like, is this the right thing to do? I know there's going to be a lot of eyes on this. But I think you definitely get better and you get used to it. Just the more you do it. But yeah, it's different. Like talking to the camera is another thing entirely. Like I'll sit there and just like look down the barrel of my phone and I'll just stutter like over my words and just redo. So frustrating, man. But nah, it's definitely been a fun process and just being able to like be creative. And help people along the way as well. I think that's one of the big things about me is I'd like to think that I'm a very creative person and it's just like, all right, well, I'm not good at painting. Like I can't draw, like I can't write books or anything. So the video creating side of things is just fun and it does come naturally now, but still getting behind it, still posting, it's still, you always feel a little bit weird.
Like it's interesting, like that's crazy. Like you said that, like at the start there, you spent so much money, or you and your family spent so much money on getting to, like going uni degree and all that. But what was the reaction when they found out that you were just going to walk away from that career?
I think it was like Scott, you just need to take a seat, think about what you're doing. But they knew that I wasn't happy. I mean, like I was working insane hours. It's not like a 9 to 5 or anything. It's kind of like a 6 to 7. And the last job that I was on, I was sort of by myself. I didn't have any sort of support whatsoever. And I feel like that just really, really got to me. It was a very, very high pressure, high expectation job. And man, I didn't sleep for like 3 months. Wow. It was cooked. In the process of like landing all like the structural steel, like the precast panels, like the flooring, all that sort of stuff. I was just like, bro, I didn't even know what I'm doing. Like I was, God, how old was I? I was like 23 years old. And the last job that I was in charge of was like $5 million or $6 million structural job.
Yeah.
And it was all like suspended slabs on piles and columns and stuff like that. And I was like, bro, what am I doing?
It's crazy. 23 years old too.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That would have been taxing on
Bro,
on your body and your
crazy.
mindset.
That's why I got my grey hairs, man. That all happened from working construction.
Oh, no.
Especially in New Zealand, because it's cold too there.
Yeah, it's real cold. Yeah, it's cold over winter. In summer, it's nice. Like really, really nice. I think they're just they're actually coming out of a drought at the moment because my parents were over here and they were like, rain? We haven't seen rain in like 3 months.
Oh, it's crazy here at the moment, eh?
Yeah.
The Gold Coast. But that's awesome, bro. Obviously, you take on that journey, you back yourself, you go to Brisbane. Obviously, you said that your parents are very supportive of whatever you do. What took you the next step to be like, okay, because everyone goes through a transition phase, and that's transition. How did you feel going, oh, I'm just going to give this online a crack? And did you have, like, obviously funding behind it, or was it just pure...
Yeah, so I had a lot of savings just from working construction. Like it was a very like stable job in terms of like the income. Like it was very sort of like decent income, especially for a young lad in his 20s. I was like, yo, this is mean. But yeah, I certainly had a lot saved. And again, like super, super lucky to be in a position where I was able to stay at mum and dad's house for like little rent. You know, all my expenses were just like groceries, petrol. Little bit of rent here and there. And so when the sort of following built up, I was actually approached by a company who wanted to create the platform for me and sort of like deliver this, you know, nice red hot experience for clients. And I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna take this leap, you know? Like I'm definitely sort of just like throwing myself in there, get immersed, go for it, and if it fails, it fails. But so that's sort of how that happened. Like I always wanted to get into the online space. I just didn't know how.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what the sort of process was or like what systems to use, like check-ins, accountability, like how does it even work, nutrition plans, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But this platform, I mean, it was great. Like they created my website for me and helped with the funnels and pretty much it's just me doing the marketing and sales and just being able to seamlessly give people their plans, so it all sort of worked out.
Wow, that's mad as
because like we talk about like you know the ad spends and all that kind of stuff. Were you massive on that, like making sure that your content or whatever your marketing got to the right people? Because like sometimes when you do that, it might just go to like a massive range of people and you just don't know who's the serious ones.
Bro, I have never paid for an ad.
So that's mad.
Sometimes that's probably even better. Like I listened to a quote. It was Myron Golden spoke about like those that don't put ads on and create money, you're winning there, bro. Like it's now I was listening to it today. I was like, if you can do it without ads, bro, that's
I'm
awesome.
super lucky because like some of the content obviously just goes crazy, you know, viral, like all over the world kind of thing. So like a lot of my clients at the moment, they're actually overseas. Like no one's really based in Aussie. I think I got like one Aussie guy just up in Noosa. But you know,
maybe me, bro.
Jump on, bro. But no, like most of them are in Europe, you know, the States. Got a couple in South America, England, Scotland, you know. So it's kind of all spread out, which is really, really cool because obviously, you know, you're able to talk to people from a lot of different walks of life and hear about their own sort of problems from their countries and stuff like that. But yeah, man, like it's cool. It is cool. But I feel like when you do have a small following or if you are starting off, then ads are definitely the go because you can set it to like demographics, your age, your region, you know, all that sort of stuff. And you can really target it for your niche. But I'm just really, really lucky because I've got, you know, a very large audience and I can kind of do a bit of everyone. It doesn't have to be, you know, just like men in their 40s who are really obese and, you know, have one wife and 3 children, you know. It doesn't have to be that specific. So
like the avatar, eh?
the
avatar, because you got to know your avatar. And I go, but I just want to target everyone. What's wrong with just coming and working hard?
I mean, like ideally, like I do prefer like a certain client, certain avatar. But yeah, I'm still quite lucky that I've never ever had to put out ads in that sense.
You know, when you were doing
Organic.
like obviously the online business and stuff, did you realize, like obviously your target market is everywhere, but did you realize, were you just thinking, oh, I'm just going to focus mainly here in New Zealand, Australia, or did you just go, fuck, you just never know, online will just go globally?
Bro, it was, I thought it was just going to be New Zealand, Australia.
Yeah.
That was kind of the big goal for me. I was just like, right, like I want people here and there. It just makes it easier in terms of like check-in calls and like messaging support and that sort of stuff. It's not going to be like I'm messaging someone at 7 a.m. and it's 11 p.m. for them kind of thing, which it kind of is now. But yeah, like the first initial part of my Instagram growth, I feel like that video just went to the States.
Yeah.
So I just got heaps of people following me from America. And then, this platform that sort of helped me create my online coaching package, they were like, oh, sweet, you got heaps of people in the States. Let's cater this towards them.
Yeah.
Rah-de-rah-de-rah. And then, it sort of just happened like that. But
that's sick.
ideally, people in Aussie.
I know, because how do you manage that with like time? Obviously, the time differences and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, for the messaging support, I mean, like I just reply within 12 or 24 hours. So that's kind of easy. But for the check-in calls, I kind of just have this Calendly booking link.
Yeah.
And I just set my hours, just like 7 to 7 or whatever, and they just sort of choose a time that suits them. For some of the boys in like Germany, the latest call that they can do, or the earliest call is like 10 p.m. for them, which kind of sucks, but I'm just like,
hey, you're the boss, bro. Hey, take control, man.
They jump on the call, they're like, hey, bro.
Hey, bro, can I eat this?
Super tired. Get them all hyped up and then they can't sleep. But yeah.
I went past obviously I went on your Instagram and I seen, I think one of your clips were about, you obviously doing all of your food and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think one of them got like nearly over 1 million views. Take us through that, just the cooking phase and stuff like the nutrition stuff, because I love it, eh?
Yeah,
the stuff I'm like, bro, that's too perfect, eh, bro? Like the corn's just there, bitter mints here, avo here, tomatoes.
Yeah. Oh, was that like the little? Oh, bro, there's so many.
There's heaps, bro. But I see that one.
The zucchini. What about the zucchini one?
Oh, bro, I tried to make zucchini noodles the other day. It didn't work.
Creative, all right.
Committed to it anyway. No, I feel like the nutrition side of things is fun because I feel like that's like 90% of the equation when it comes to like reaching your health and fitness goals. I feel like everyone's very aware of that as well, but they just don't know what to eat.
Yeah.
So the nutrition videos and the meal prep ones, like all the food ideas, they always do really, really well on Instagram. I'll post a couple fitness things. They get like really poor engagement. And then I'll do like a nutrition one. It just goes like absolutely crazy. Yeah. I think my best nutrition video got like 15 million views or something.
Wow.
Bro, just that one, it got me like 70,000 followers.
I swear.
Yeah. Just over the course of like 2
keep
weeks.
doing that.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon nutrition's like the go-to though? Like when it comes to the online game?
Yeah.
Like
I'd say so.
Yeah.
I feel like I always have this conversation on sales calls and with my clients, but it's just like if you're following like most people don't even follow a nutrition plan. They might follow like their favorite influencers' diet, you know, what I eat in a day, and they're like, oh, if Scotty eats like that, I'm gonna look like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But they're 6'4", they're 140 kilos kind of thing, or completely the opposite, and just like it doesn't really work for them. So I feel like having that specificity, a personalized approach, even with the training as well, just like not following again your favorite fitness influencers' workout routine, but doing something that works for you. Your schedule, your lifestyle, any injuries, like all of that sort of stuff. So having that like personalized and customized approach, like it really, really does help people. That's what I found anyway. That's what I tell people. I'm like, buy from me.
Bro, so obviously you get sponsors on board, Muscle Nation, bro.
Muscle Nation.
Give us a rundown with that connection, bro. Give us a rundown with that connection.
What's the referral fees and that? Nah.
Code Scott V. 10% off.
50% off, guys.
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, how's that relationship? Obviously, that collaboration that you guys have.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
It is. Muscle Nation is they sort of approached me at the end of my 75 hard journey last year, and I got on board with them. Absolutely love working with them. They're just a really, really special company in terms of like the way they run it. Their team, just God, I love them. They're so funny. Their marketing is just absolutely amazing, and yeah, I just rate them. Like they've invited me to a couple of photo shoots for them.
Yeah.
Just to like showcase all the clothes and stuff. And man, I just have the best time there. Like it's just such a great company, such like a family vibe, like family culture. I don't really know how to explain it, but I've worked with companies in the past and you kind of feel like you're just a number on the screen kind of thing. And it's just like, oh, you know, hit your deliverables, ready, rah. And then that's kind of it. But nah, these guys, it just feels right, you know?
That's mad.
How often do you get approached by, you know, these sort of like these gym fitness clothing brands and all that? Do you get
The clothing brands, less so.
Yeah.
I still get approached probably like once a month by like a relatively big company.
Yep.
But I have transitioned to a big company from Muscle Nation before.
Yeah.
And I just, it just wasn't right for me. I just felt something was off. So moved back to these guys and I'm just sticking with it. Like, love the clothes. I just love the fits. I love, like I said, just the family culture and how they treat you and just like, it's so friendly, man. So makes me happy. But yeah, in terms of like other stuff, I mean, dude, have you guys seen like calorie counting apps around, like on social media?
I've seen some pop up here and
I've
there.
seen them pop up here
Bro,
and there.
I've seen so many like big influencers.
What's your thoughts on it?
I don't rate it at all. I don't think it's. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I got a little bit of stuffy throat there. I just like it's. You take a picture of your food, and apparently AI calculates the calories and the macros of it.
What?
And it's just like, it could be, bro, it could just be like a big bowl of stir fry. It looks like an absolute mess. You don't even know what's in there. All you can see is like broccoli and noodles. And then you take a picture and then apparently it just spits out this.
They've got the scales now. They could, like,
What
you
do you
just
mean,
put the
AI
food.
scales?
Yeah, you put the food on the scales and it tells you how much calories is in it.
What? That's live. Bro.
I swear to God,
Crazy.
they go, man, come on, man. How do you know what's in the bowl?
I don't think that it's at the level where it's accurate. So I've had like, I'm not even kidding, probably 15 different companies approach me saying like, you know, would you like to work with us? Good money as well. Like if you do promote it, because obviously big following, and it's just like, I just can't get behind it. I can't promote a product that I don't really believe in. And I just wouldn't use it myself because I'm very big on like, if you wanna do it properly, even if it means doing it the hard way or tracking like your calories. Just MyFitnessPal. I know it's boring, and you know you don't get the the fancy pop ups and like all the colorful stuff, but like just do it properly, man. It takes 10 minutes a day, kind of thing. But
I think that is that's like when you get count your calories, man. Know what's coming in and how you count every single calorie. Goes, man, this is it's a lot of work. It's a lot. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. It is a lot of work because I have done, like, I do count my calories still on MyFitnessPal, and you kind of do have to allocate like 10 minutes at the end of the day. And it is a bit annoying, but it's not impossible. Like it's not not achievable kind of thing.
Are you that dude that reads like the packets and that on food and that?
I'm pretty solid with the diet. Like I'm very like in a routine with the foods that I eat. I feel like I'm very I stick with whole foods apart from like 2% of the time.
That's pretty good, bro.
Yeah,
2%.
2%.
That's probably more than that.
So I reckon I'm
5%.
70.
But nah, Yochi's my Achilles heel. Oh my god.
How do you know how many
bro.
calories are in a Yochi?
Take a photo of it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Just take a photo. Oh yep.
Yeah.
Get the AI. Come on, get it out, man.
Just
100 calories only. Nah, it's kind of like, it's just intuitive eating as well. Like you might get to the end of the day, you've eaten all your calories, and then you go and get Yochi, and then you're like, shit, I'm over today. But I know that it's not going to affect my progress if I just have one day off. You know? And I feel like that's a lot of people don't realize that is that if they have like one bad meal, it's not going to undo a week or 2 weeks or a month's worth of progress kind of thing. So it's just like, you can still enjoy yourself.
What do you reckon? What's the like? Could you have the one day off though? Like when it comes to like a meal plan?
Yeah. I feel like.
But I reckon if you consistently have that one day off every single week, it sort of like adds up, don't you reckon?
It's very like it depends on the situation kind of thing. I feel like if you're good Monday to Saturday, and you know you're in a 500 calorie deficit every single day for 6 days, you know that's 3,000 calories right there.
Yeah.
But on Sunday, if you're if you have a couple of cheat meals, you know, like a Big Mac combo, and then you go out for pizza and then some ice cream, you've just undone all of the progress that you've made over the course of the week.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So it's just like not going hard. It's not just going all out and splurging and just eating and drinking whatever the hell you want.
So it's pretty much with one meal.
Here and there. But like if you're onto it, if you track your food and if you're like, all right, I know that like arguably you could just eat Maccas every single day and still lose weight. Yeah. Kind of thing, because calories in, calories out. You won't be healthy. Yeah. You're not going to be healthy at all on the inside, but you will lose weight.
Yeah.
You won't have the Eno to do the session.
Yeah.
You need that Eno, bro.
You wake up feeling like trash.
Sounds like someone that comes to the gym, eh?
Hey.
Marty.
Oh, mate. Bro, what's your approach, bro? Because obviously you cater to different individuals that come that come on your plan, and how do you is it pretty much the similar standard set for like a diet for those guys, or is it what are your thoughts on, is it carnivore, or is it just whatever you can eat, calorie deficit?
Oh man, I used to really push like the animal based kind of paleo carnivore kind of side of things, because that's what I was doing through 75 hard. And I feel like for a lot of last year, I was very in the mindset of like, no, you have to be strict to be healthy. You know, it's all about gut health and your well-being, and this isn't how we're supposed to eat as human beings. You know, having the Western diet, that sort of thing, which I still believe. You know, it's all just fake foods made in factories and chemicals and additives and all that sort of stuff. But what I realized recently is that just like, it's like we were talking about before, it is okay just to have like one meal off or just one day off in the month, and you just like, it's good socially, it's good for your mental health. Yeah. You don't feel like you're missing out on anything. Yeah. Like you see some of these like influencers out there, and they're just like steak and eggs and avocado, and that's it. You know, to feel your best, this is what you have to do 365 days out of the year. And you're like, dude, like, yeah, like you're probably right. Like if you did do that, you would feel amazing. But man, I see them like eating the same thing on Christmas. And
not
like,
sustainable. Eh?
Yeah, and it's just like, I've tried it. I've done it like that for like 4 or 5 months in a row. And like, I felt great, but I also felt like I was missing out, kind of thing. And but yeah, so at the moment it's just, I purely push like a whole foods approach. A little bit more carbs. You can sort of get them from other sources. You know, you got the potatoes and sweet potatoes, rice. You know, some oats. People love the overnight oats. I love overnight oats.
It's massive in the Goldie.
Good. Yeah.
Overnight wheat bix.
Oh yeah, good man. It's good. But it's just single ingredients foods. And it's not really deviating too much from like the original plan, which is just like whole foods only. But it just gives people a little bit more variety, have a little bit more fun with their diet. You know, you can have like maple syrup and honey and get the chocolate, like the little dark chocolate.
Are you a big believer in like some of these meal preps that are coming out, and it's like you're having a freaking chocolate sundae? Like it's like they're like making like overnight Snickers, like overnight Oreo wheat bix and all that.
Hey, no,
come on,
bro. I haven't
bro.
seen them.
Cuzzy, where's that, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I follow this
Come
lady.
on, man.
I don't know her name, but she pops up on my feed all the time, and I like watching her and goes, "This is not healthy."
Yeah.
But
that's part of the one day, then, eh?
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
Exactly. Or when you get like the Biscoff.
Yeah, the Biscoff.
Overnight oats, you're like, ooh, that looks good though.
Biscoff and the bloody, just like with the vanilla protein, just mixing with the Greek yogurt, and then you put a bit of honey in it. It goes, man, this is like, you're eating ice cream.
100%.
To be fair, like my biggest vice is like Greek yogurt, and you put a scoop of protein powder in it, just like your favorite protein powder, and then that's it. Just mix it up.
Yeah.
Chuck some frozen berries on
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
It's the best, eh?
bro. It's literally like pudding. Like, it's so good.
What do you reckon? Do you advise to eat it at night before you go to bed?
Yeah, like dessert. That's
Yeah,
when I have mine.
yeah.
I always feel like something a little bit sweet, so
Nice,
that's kind of
nice.
what I go for. If I don't have like a nice piece of fruit, then
Yeah.
I'll just go for that.
Wait, so obviously with your journey that you're doing with the fitness, with the before and afters, man, what do you take on? Give us a description of how you feel when you're seeing results from all your clients.
Oh, it's the best. It's why I do it.
Yeah.
You know, I always get these in the check-in calls. I do it like sort of every month.
Yeah.
But obviously got that messaging support as well, and even just small wins, bro. Like not even looking at the before and afters, just like I woke up this morning, the energy levels are just through the roof. Like I don't have that brain fog anymore.
Yeah.
Like my jeans don't fit me anymore. They're a bit too loose now. I'm just like, that's the reason why you do it.
Yeah.
It's just the impact that you're able to have on people, and like you're just able to like really, really change people's lives for the better.
Yeah.
I've got one of the bros back in New Zealand. He's actually on the plane as well. I did university with him. I used to work with him in construction. And for him, it wasn't really getting like a final result after, the 3-phase program.
Yeah.
It was just building those sustainable habits.
Yep.
And I actually got a message from him a couple of days ago, and he's just like, you have just allowed me to like just learn so much, not only about like the training and nutrition, but just like the mindset, the discipline, building those really, really good habits. And but he's lost like 4 or 5 kilos, I think, and he looks incredible. Like he looks absolutely unreal. He's a small guy, but yeah, just insane, man. And it just brings a smile to my face. I don't even know, like, how do you explain it? Yeah, but one of the boys in the States, he's close to losing 20 pounds in like 12 weeks, which is like 9, 10 kilos, like 9 kilos or something.
That's
But
massive.
just weapon, man. Like just hearing like, dude, I've got the self-confidence again.
Yeah.
Like I look at myself in the mirror and I'm proud of who I am now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's just like,
Fulfilling.
That's good, eh?
yeah,
Fulfilling.
yeah.
It's crazy. Like when you talk about business and that, when you're adding value, bro, it's just like you don't even care how much you get. It's just that you can't describe.
Exactly.
It's amazing, bro.
I think that's what you like when you just mentioned it there. You harped on it. It's just the habits you're building. You're trying to get these people to build good habits. Like you may have those ones, those draining clients that, this is not working, blah blah, this and that. But like at the same time, you're trying to create good habits for people.
Exactly.
So they can be educated and know what they are doing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's probably the biggest thing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go into that online space and go into that PT world, you have to understand that you're not going to change someone's life overnight. You just want to create good habits.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes time. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so
A lot of
worth
time
it.
and patience too.
Yeah. So worth
And
it. man.
effort.
Yeah. But it's kind of like they're very aware that the only person that can make that change is them.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to be me.
Yeah.
I give them the blueprint. I give them the support, the accountability, but they're the ones that have to go to the gym. They're the ones that have to cook their meals. They're the ones that have to attend the accountability check-ins, you know? So it's all them.
Yeah.
But I sort of sussed that out pretty early on, like during the sales call or like in the initial period of like, if they're going to be, give it their 110%.
So could you tell if someone's like going to be with you for long term or short term, like within that?
Yeah.
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 True.
Yeah. I can also tell if they're not gonna be right for like a right fit for it.
Yeah.
And it's those people I don't even try and sell them, eh?
Yeah.
I just like I give them a bit of value on the call, and then I'm just like, nah.
You just know, eh?
Yeah, you just know. You just know. And so yeah, it's like obviously it is a business, and you are earning money.
Yeah.
But I'll never ever try and sell to someone that I don't think that I can help.
Yeah, that's mad.
Kind of thing. Because that's just theft, bro.
It's just wasting time.
Yeah, it's wasting their time. It's wasting my time.
Yeah.
And it's just like, just not it.
Yeah, I feel like that's the same as like, like I talk about like, the gym and that. I could tell if like someone's keen, someone's just coming in for a free ride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just goes, bro. sweet, I know that person's not coming back.
Yeah.
You can just feel, but like when people come in and they enjoy it, no, I love that. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And then they come in again and have that same reaction.
Yeah.
Boom, I got them. They said they're going to sign up, you know?
What was I like, bro? Do you remember?
Bro, I don't know. I just go, bro, I sent you a very long message one time. He goes, bro, I want you to do this and offer you this. And then he came back in and he goes, nah, I'll take you up on that offer. And I go, yeah, bro, let's go.
It was so big, eh?
Yeah, it was so big, man.
Shout big, hey, this guy,
Put AI in there. Because this guy's got 100 and, I don't know, what is it? What are you up to now? Followers? You're up there, eh?
Bro,
Oh, he doesn't look now.
I actually think I had 190 this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Big
which
dog.
is pretty hectic. So
Leverage, mate.
gotta get a couple nutrition reels in there, get it up to 200.
Yeah. Always,
Cool.
It always makes me happy when I see like the little grey walls in the back of your reels. He goes, yeah, bro.
The hybrid lab.
Yeah.
You can use it all the time if you want.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna share this. Boom, boom. Yeah, man. Put a sneaky share on the story.
Nah, it's so cool. Like obviously that space that you're allowing me to use, like it's so sick. It's so sick.
We've had a couple of people in there just shooting. And every time I see it on their stories, and now I get boom, share it on ours.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get it out there, guys.
Oh, that's
Come on.
Bro, like obviously your lifestyle, bro. What is it like now, man?
It's good.
Gold Coast, man.
Gold Coast
you
now,
know
bro.
what?
From New Zealand to Gold Coast,
Yeah.
bro. Oh, you're pretty much in New Zealand because that many Kiwis here.
Yeah, so many.
Bro,
How many at the
heaps.
gym? Like there's so many at the gym as well.
Yeah, I
feel
know.
like,
We got
yeah.
heaps.
I feel like that gym's all black. Dude.
No.
We're gonna get
We're
M's in
diverse.
there.
Come
Gotta
on,
get M's
buzz.
in there, bro.
We're diverse here. I'm trying to get the social lab crew in here. Hey?
Yeah.
Come on.
Nah, it's good, man. It was like I said, I used to live in Brisbane.
Yeah.
Maybe a few years ago. I think it was 2022.
Yeah.
And it was cool. Like I always wanted to live in Aussie, but I didn't realize how far away it was from the coast.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this sucks. Like,
Yeah.
we only came down to the beach probably twice across the whole year. Yeah, we went to Stratty, and then we went to like another beach somewhere. Like, and it was just awful because obviously I'm from New Zealand. I'm from the East Coast. We're very, very close to the beach all the time, the ocean. You know, nice little morning beach walks and all that sort of stuff. And just going from that to like living in the city, I was like, nah, this ain't it. Like, this is awful. So yeah, coming here, it just seemed like, you know, the next natural step for me. Great in terms of like the health and fitness culture. Like,
Massive.
bro, like,
This is your space, bro.
oh my God.
This is your space.
You get up, you're like a late riser if you're up at 5 a.m. and you go for a walk on the beach. Like everyone's already finished their yoga sessions and their 10K runs, and you're like, what's going on? But it's sick, man. It's just a really like uplifting environment, and I feel like when you're in that space, surrounded by incredible people, you know, all just working on themselves, their businesses, it's just so supportive. I don't know. It just wants you. It just makes you want to be better. I don't know. Makes you work a bit harder as well.
100%.
Yeah. So absolutely loving it here, man.
That's
loving
good,
it
bro.
here. Yeah.
Wait, what's something that you've learnt during the time of your business, your online business and stuff that you're doing at the moment?
Oh, something I've learned. So many lessons, man.
Yeah.
I feel like for me in particular, I actually got told this. I signed up to like a mentorship program just recently.
Yeah.
It sort of just helps like online coaches sort of scale a little bit more and just work on their business side of things. And I got on the call with one of the sales guys that helps with like your delivery and stuff, and he's like, "Bro, you are way too friendly. Like, you are just way too happy, way too energetic."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Huh? Like you're saying it like it's a bad thing, bro."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Nah, like to actually be like a figure of authority, telling people like how to live their lives, you know, just like helping them change for the better. You can't just be like buddy. You just can't be their friend.
Yeah.
Like it's always the coaching relationship first, and then friend sort of comes after."
Yeah.
And I've never been told like that in a bad way before.
Yeah.
And so it definitely like makes sense from a business perspective, and it's so true. Like when I say it out loud, it's just like you can't just be mates with everyone.
Yeah.
Like you can't just expect to have a really, really good working relationship with people.
Yeah.
Like they come to you, they don't just want a friend, they actually want like a authoritative figure.
Yeah. 100%.
So that's sort of like one thing that I've learned. with the business in itself is just like not necessarily putting my personality aside, but it's like focusing on being that figure of like authority, I guess, so that people do listen to me. Because like at the start I have lost a couple clients just because you become too good mates with them, and they just like don't take you seriously anymore.
It's true.
And it's kind of like it's a niggly position to find yourself in. And I used to be the kind of person that would always just avoid the hard conversations. You know, just want to be a people pleaser. Terrible habit to have, and it's stitched me up in the past few months, but with a relationship. That's why I asked you not to ask me that.
We won't get there.
But man, I feel like that's definitely one big lesson that I've learned in terms of like business and in terms of me sort of transitioning onto that. It's just like I gotta find like a nice balance between like who I am now and kind of like reserve that personality a little bit. But yeah, that's probably the biggest one that I can think of. But obviously, like starting a business, regardless of you know where you are in your life, it's always a hell of a challenge. You know, you're just chucked straight in the deep end. You don't really know what to do, what systems to set up,
100%.
how to go about it. What I do know is that if you want a business, you need a social media. Like in this day and age, you have to have social media to be able to like push your business. So everyone sort of needs to start becoming a content creator. And
everyone's coming out with their cameras. I was like, Kazi, come on, bro. Where's your tickets, man? Hey. Where's your tickets, bro?
Man, I've got the tickets, man. Come on, bro.
Nah, I was joking. Nah, it's good, man, because like what you were talking about there, I feel like it's natural for a lot of Polynesians, your Maldives. They're all very friendly, you know?
Oh,
too nice.
oh, thanks, bro.
Hey, we do come across. We're too nice.
We're too nice, eh?
Too nice, man. We need to learn how to show some authority.
100%, bro. Because I remember when I was doing sales in real estate, bro. My boss told the same thing to me. He said, "You're way too nice." And I was like, "Bro, I got more listings than you. Come on, man." But like something, it goes, it just depends on where you're at, eh? And how you position yourself in business. But far out. I feel like we are too friendly.
Always, we are. Like you said that, it's just like, it's
Everyone's
hard.
taking their drinks.
You know, the tough conversations. You know, if you want to be a good leader, man, you need to learn how to have those tough conversations. Like learn how to like pull someone up when they're not doing the right thing, and just like if you let them get away with it once, then they're just gonna keep doing it. 100. It's like you know, we talk about the famous mates rates. There's that, like, you know, like when you're starting that business, like I feel like your mates should be the first one to pay to support you. You know what I mean? So then, like, you know, we've got like a good like the people that you see like out of the gym. Most of them are like all good friends. And they're all paying. You know what I mean? But usually, like I got this tip of one of the gym owners down in Manly. Shout out to LA Nation. Oh, his name's Augie. He says, mate, and your mates, they always pay. Like, and I just that just stuck with me, and I just went, damn. And it's all awkward having the tough conversations. Hey, bro, this is how much it costs. Are you keen? Oh man, what the hell? What are you doing?
Mates, right?
Hey, well, someone guilty over here, right here.
Whatever, bro. I'm your best customer, G. I'm your best client, bro.
Hey, you know those ones, that open up the fridge and take the drinks out, like just abusing the relationship? Yeah, got a couple of them in the gym at the moment. No.
I was like,
oh, bro, I'm the first one to pay, bro. I'll tell you that.
Up. Nah, but it's good. It's all good and fun. But they all know, and at the end of the day, they all, like, you know, they pay up and they support the business, and that's what you want, man. Those are the people you want around. And then, like going back to that tough conversation, it is tough. It is always tough. Like you say it, but then you got to get around to it. I got to have the tough conversation.
Handy. But like, I rate what you said. Like in terms of your mates, they do pay. But it's just like, a good friend won't ask for mates rates.
Exactly.
They will pay full price and then give you a hell of a referral afterwards as well. Like a hell of a good testimony.
100%. That's what I know.
Shop, man. Google, what is it? Google reviews, please, boys. When you guys are ready. That's all I asked for.
5 stars.
Nah, that's
bro, the Uber driver on the way here is like, you're going to give me 5 stars, right?
Bro,
Sold you, bro. He sold you.
I've only just met you, man. But I'll think about it.
Yeah, he was super quiet as well.
Yeah.
We said like 3 words to each other the whole ride, and I was just like, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm normally good at talking to people, but I was like, what do I say to this guy? And then like right before he pulled in, he's like, "You're gonna give me 5 stars, eh?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro, of course, man, of course." He's like, "Okay, thank you."
How funny is the ones those videos where they just like they video themselves, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, and they, hey mate, how's your night?
The classic. I think that's what I live with.
Like
Bro.
you know, back when used to go out a little bit. My wife goes, don't talk to the Uber driver. Whatever you do, don't do it. And next minute, I'm always just the one straight away having a conversation, yapping away, getting the life story and everything out of the way.
Yeah. So how long have you been doing this for, bro? You got family here or are they overseas? He's got a good arsenal, eh?
100%. Bro, what's Scott up to now? What's the next thing for you? What do you scaling business?
Yeah.
What do you want to do, bro? What's
scaling, man?
Yeah.
It's just scaling. It's I don't know if you guys have seen, but I've kind of changed the style of my content very recently.
Yeah.
It's sort of it's a lot more value. It's just more like teaching things, like educational, showing value to my followers, and the goal with that is to obviously kind of position myself as someone who knows what they're talking about, as like a personal training brand or a fitness brand, as opposed to just influencer marketing, which is a little bit of a challenge for me because it's just like it's different and it's different than what I'm used to. You know, I've got the following just by doing like, silly like day in the life reels or like look at me, look how great I am, just flexing and stuff like that, or like the nutrition side of things. But just sort of diving deep into like the value driven content, showing like proof, like social proof, and about like transformations that I can get people and stuff like that. So that's just an ongoing thing for me. It's just like trying to get my head around that and planning all of that sort of stuff. But definitely the scaling side of things. Just wanna go build. I just want to grow. I just want to help as many people as I can, and obviously as a business, just start earning some good coin from it. I think when I get to the point where I was earning the same amount that I am doing this as I was in construction, I feel like that will just be a huge moment for me because it's just like I've made the right decision. I do feel now that I've made the right decision because I love what I do. And I'm here with you boys.
Nice.
Bro,
That's
I'm on the Easy Talks podcast.
Easy project.
But
we'll take it all.
It's true, but hey, like for you to sacrifice a job that's paying well and to go out there and do something that you're passionate about, it takes a lot of balls to go do it.
Yeah.
Not many people will do it because they see the income, they're like, oh sweet, I got good money, it's all good. But then you don't live that life, you'll be like regretting. Hey, like, you know what I mean? You took the chance to get your gym, you did it, bro. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Like we talk about like a lot of the boys that are like, and that's the reason why we started this podcast. People just transitioning from, a good wage and then into sort of like going back to your 9 to 5 and that, and then like it's like, man, like they're trying to find that perfect 9 to 5 was earning them the same coin as when they were, proper athletes.
Yeah.
But they will never find that.
Very
what I
hard to
mean?
find,
it's very hard to find. It's like
you have to do like 3-4 jobs.
But to go and do something and get paid, but you don't enjoy it, like, that's for me, that's not worth it. I reckon like I'm happy to just, be that hustling type of person, trying to get members to come through the gym, try and sell the brand, try and like build it to something, and like, but still enjoy the constant grind of it. No, Eddie's got me waking up at 3 o'clock now to do this 4 a.m. class, but I only do it because I love it, I would have said no to him straight away. Nah, bro, I'm not doing that. That's crazy. But then everyone in the gym's going, bro, what are you doing, bro? You're so crazy. It goes, but like it's good, man. You're helping people get out of bed, and like we call it the early risers, But like that's what I mean. Like you want to, you've got a target that you want to get to, but you're enjoying the process. You're not. We could all like that. For me, I reckon the easy way out is just going back to what you were doing before.
100%. And I feel like if you don't just push past all the hard days, if you just stop when it gets tough, you'll just find yourself,
Bro,
you know, jumping back in the rat
like
race
we
to
all,
9 to 5.
like we all get it. Like we all get those moments in life when you go, shit, man, I'm exhausting. Like I'm getting exhausted here. I'm putting a lot of eno in here, but I just know that like it always comes. It always comes. So that doesn't come straight away, but it always will. But it's just like that's pushing through. You think about it like us as young kids trying to get to the top grade and that.
Yeah.
Like you have to work
years.
hard.
Yeah.
You know, it took years.
Yeah.
So like I take it like that. I look at it like that because it doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
Never happens overnight.
Just like with social media and stuff, like it's not an overnight success.
Yeah.
Or even,
Nah, yeah.
even like a fitness transformation,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
getting your dream body, it's
Yeah.
not like that. You know,
Yeah.
you're going to have days where you just don't want to be there. You don't want to get up. You don't
Yeah.
want to go to the gym. You
Yeah.
don't want to eat the food. You're like, fuck.
Like you talk about like your 75 hard challenge and you took like video 50 on the reel
Yeah.
to like get that massive boom.
Yeah.
You got it, you know, it took you 50 goes at it. But like, bro, like 50 like reels day, like you're almost spending like 2 hours on a reel sometimes, you know, longer.
Yeah.
Like,
Even
is this perfect? I'll drop this tonight.
Yeah.
You know, when everyone's watching, but then you're like, oh no, that's not perfect. Oh, that's cringe. You know, like you know what I mean. You're just going through this emotional roller coaster of how do you feel about the video, and then boom, when you go drop it, it's like it's a relief, and you don't care, but at the same time, this could make me or break me. You know,
Yeah. Hundy. The most annoying part was that video that went crazy. It wasn't even that good.
Those are the videos.
Yeah.
Bro, I put like way more effort into like others beforehand, and I was like, bro, this is sick. This is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the one, you know. And it just flops. And you're like, oh, really? And then again, like you lose the motivation because you spend hours filming, you know, editing, making this video. And then that one that went crazy. It was just like a morning session in my gym. I like pulled my bike out and it was cycling in the sun. And
shirt off?
Yeah.
Shirt off. That's why,
that's
bro.
why,
It's
bro.
a shirt off, bro.
No, I was like
man.
skinny.
Welcome
lean
to the
back
Gold
then.
Coast ones. Eh? Oh, hey, it's not a video about your shirt off. Come on, man.
That's it, eh?
Yeah, like every time you see a high rocks athlete, shirt off. That's
Yeah.
why, that's why like, I go the other way. No, I'm keeping my singlet on.
Hybrid lab.
Get the brand out there. Come on.
I'm not paying for a billboard. I am the billboard.
That's it.
I love how you spoke about the day that you make the money that you made in construction. So what you're doing, like that's like you've hit it. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's so true when you get into that entrepreneurship or whatever you're doing in business. You want to reduce your time to make that amount of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because time is your valuable asset. Like, bro, you want to have time to do things yourself, to travel, be with your family or whatever. Like that's one of our key values that we harp on about in business. But you just don't really, you won't know that till you get out of your 9-to-5 job. And I feel like that's a big one.
Yeah.
And like for you to jump out of construction paid well, that's a big leap at itself, bro.
Yeah.
Takes when you said, I was like, bro, that's guns, bro.
It was a tough decision, but then again, it also wasn't a tough decision because I'm like, I'm not doing this for the rest of my life. There's no way. Like I just did not let myself get stuck into that rhythm and stuck into the 9-to-5. I'm just like, this ain't it. This ain't me. This isn't what life's about. So it kind of didn't matter what avenue I pursued as long as I loved it. And I knew that if I did do something that I was passionate about, I'll make it work.
Yeah.
Like I will make it work.
Yeah.
And this is where we are now.
Yeah.
We're making it work.
100%.
Sick, bro. It's
Yeah.
badass,
That's
man.
awesome.
But
I love
again,
it.
like just going back to like my mum and dad, like even my sister, just super, super supportive. Like, yeah, take a step back, evaluate what you're doing. We will support you 100% of the way, regardless of how this goes.
Yeah.
Which was just, it was just like the biggest, yes, okay, I've got their support.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to disappoint anyone kind of thing.
Yeah.
And if I was going to make a mistake, it was on me, but I would have that support system to fall back on.
Yeah.
Which was just, it was everything. And I know that a lot of people don't have that, you know? So it was kind of like, it was easier for me, I feel like, in the position that I was in. So I'm not going to say then just be like, oh yeah, bro, like, you know, I just had massive balls doing it. Like, I'm just the best. But yeah, the reality is that I just had an amazing family, amazing friends, who just really, really helped me along the way. So yeah,
no, that's
can't
awesome,
take
man.
away from that.
Yeah, so like your support system, like on the Gold Coast now, like are they the people that you live with and that at the moment, or?
Yeah, got my boy Cade.
Yeah.
Shout out Cade Chive. He was just in the semi-finals of the Aussies.
Oh
the
yeah,
Surf
is
Life
that who
Series.
you posted?
Yeah,
that yesterday?
that's what I posted on my story. He's a weapon, and he's such a hard worker as well. Which is it's incredible to be living with someone like that because he works from home too.
Yep.
So we just got like a little office set up and just hustling, bro, just going hard, just trying to make our millions.
Hey, that's it, eh?
So he's awesome, and yeah, he's been here since obviously I moved over. He's great just to talk through things with, and he's a very logical dude, which is good. Like he'll just take a step back, look objectively, and just be like, right, how are you gonna do this? How am I gonna do that kind of thing?
Yeah.
But obviously I still got my guys back in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Still got a couple of my boys there. Which is just awesome, like just able to talk to them about anything, and just a couple of ongoing issues that are working through at the moment.
So we'll keep that private. We'll keep that private.
Do you try to tell them, come on, man, come to the Gold?
Always,
Yeah.
always, yeah. I'm trying to convince one of my best mates to come over here. His missus is a Sparky.
Yeah.
And then he's doing the same thing that I was doing, kind of like construction management, quantity surveying. But I think he's having chats with his boss to come move over here, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so trying to get them over here, which would just be unreal. But I do have like a couple mates over here already as well, which is good. Yeah. And obviously like talk to my mum every day.
Yeah, have to.
Hey, have to, bro.
Have to, man.
Yeah. I love those videos. I always see them on TikTok, and it's just like going around like sports teams, just like, hey bro, when was the last time you talked to your mum? And he was just like, oh, this morning, or like, how many times a week do you talk to your mum? He's like, oh, like twice a day, every single day, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like your mum's just the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, always there for you.
No, that's good, man.
Yeah,
Bro, we appreciate your time here, but usually with our audience, man, they'll be watching. What's something a tip or a value that you can share with our audience? You shared many, but
yeah, man.
What's one advice?
We usually call it the key message.
The key message, bro. What's the key message?
What's the key message, bro?
Oh man,
Too many.
I don't even know. No, I do know. It's like I guess just it sounds so cliche, but just never give up. Like never give up on your dreams.
Yeah.
That sounds like Disney Channel, eh?
Hey,
They're
I'm on that, bro.
I'm on it, bro.
But I feel like not giving up and just pushing through in the hard days, the days where you don't want to show up, across every single aspect of life, like physical, mental, starting a business, all of that sort of stuff. If you just keep pushing on, like you're going to see that success. Obviously, sometimes it is a 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps back sometimes, and then like shit. But if you keep going on, if you keep not giving up, then good things will happen for you.
Love that, bro.
Yeah.
Love that.
Thank you so much,
that's
bro.
awesome, man.
Appreciate
Thanks
your
for
time, man.
Nice shot, boys.
Thank you for
100,
sharing
man.
your
Thanks for
story,
coming
bro.
and see you at the lab soon again, all right?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeesh.
Ooh, got to change it up.
I need to jump on the bike for that one.
Yeah, jump on that bike, bro.
Me too.
Eddie's doing it too.
Yeah.
Hey, good news. I finally got my boy Eddie to sign up to the gym. He's convinced me to start a freaking 4 a.m. class.
I don't know how you guys wake up for that, eh? That's crazy.
Hey, man, you got to have naps during the day, man. You know how it is, bro.
Yeah.
1 o'clock, bro.
True.
Supposed to be my nap now. Nah, I'm joking. But hey,
You're just sitting there falling asleep in the chair, bro.
Nah, grateful, man. Hey, keep your eyes on this one. This is a good one from Scotty. Some diamonds
Scotty too hotty.
Scotty too hotty. Big shout out to Talentlockr for sponsoring us and looking after us, for athletes out there, and also SMSFLC. Appreciate your time. Easy does it. Let's go.
Easy does it.